So my last stream got totally fucking fucked. So I making a new one today to sort of just make the next live stream. Simply check out my channel. Don't watch that one where everything I say the next 15 seconds just Joel miss a word. Oh, what's he talking about? I don't even fucking know. When I'm rewatching it, I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about anymore. I missed a word. Fuck. But in other news, a lot of people have psyched themselves out from getting up on a stage and stuff like that when they try to think themselves into having that speech. They try to think all about the speech that they might give, like me before pressing record here today. It's like, what was I thinking 2 minutes ago? I don't remember at all. I can't remember at all. It's totally gone, totally in the past. It's like this beyond 2012 end of the fucking, as Terrence McKenna said that like around 2012 in his like timeline model, the novelty would reach such a high factor or whatever that every moment would be like an experience of like a few months or a few years or a few centuries, like all packed into like a moment, and well, that's why I feel like I've been losing my thoughts beyond the microwaves and gamma rays of 5G towers, because that keeps needing to be brought up, because still almost no one in the population knows about it. Because I haven't said it to everyone in the population yet myself. Because the ones who hear it from me are like, well, I doubt that, and they just go on a stupid ass day being fucking cooked and melted. Like my phone, I wasn't even using it. The whole day I wasn't using it. It was like in a cold spot, like on my stuff in the shade. I finally started using it yesterday or the day before, and it was so hot. It was so warm. It wasn't in the sun. It wasn't nothing. It was being cooked by the microwaves and gamma rays of 5G towers. Like since that occurred, we're gonna dive into that. Since that occurred, and that was like a thing that they did, some evil motherfuckers got together and like, hey, let's cook these people with microwaves and gamma rays that we could set up as what's coming from their radio towers now, because we have the fucking control of everything, because they've just been spending ever since 9/11 and all the chaos spawn, just taking over shit. Like the CIA, I read some of the JFK files, and it really showed me, like, even though they had all these things that they were doing, they weren't prepared for like an actual takeover or an actual invasion or subversion or whatever. The release of the JFK files told me, beyond like the gangs involved and Fidel Castro and stuff and all that shit, that or at least wait, no, that was the video I watched. This dude admitted he was the JFK assassin, and it was on video. It was like 1990 or 2000 or something. It was quite convincing. It was, so Fidel Castro hired him to, and some other people to go do it, and he wanted to do it because he was like involved with the Bay of Pigs or whatever. He was in there, and he was like, "Why did you abandon us?" or whatever. And so he hated John F. Kennedy, and so he was the one who got the final shot in that exploded his fucking head open, and it was from JFK's like that way, in a parking lot, like behind some people who were like right there, But there were shots from multiple directions, mostly from behind. But it just went to show how the CIA was woefully unprepared to like protect people. What was I talking about before that? the 5G towers, not remembering shit. Being melted by microwaves and gamma rays of 5G towers. I don't know. You connect the dots, folks. I don't remember what they were. Oh, that was a big one. Something about like overpowering over like this world that's trying to just destroy you. Yeah, well, let's just start there. This reality, Satan is like a machine that works against you. It's like a machine that like tries, like, how do you say it? Like, Satan basically runs this reality as a force that works against you. A force that works against you that forces you to start working against the force that works against you. And these tiny little synthetic flies always coming around, pasted onto them. You probably can't see it now. Apocalypse Now. What do they, what else do you need to hear, folks? Is it time for the callous revolution, folks? We're finally ready to have a revolution of all these fucking quote-unquote woke people. It's funny how they totally, like, took a term that meant, like, that someone was aware of things and turned it into someone that's a fucking dolt and an idiot and moron. If I was to say I'm awake and I realize things and I see the threat that the system is to all the humanity and the individuality and uniqueness of people, and that it actually enforces that we become unfree, and that if we ever became free, we focused on that specific freedom we idolized the specific freedom, and like make a big deal out of it if we weren't banned from wearing green or whatever in a gray society in the first place. We wouldn't be like, oh, look, like, I love wearing green, it's so awesome, and I'm gonna do it every day for the rest of my life. It's just like attaching to like some small actually thing. It's like you almost can't escape schizophrenia in this fucking world. And the thing people don't understand is that there's different levels of schizophrenia. The more extreme ones, obviously, of course, being like hearing voices and seeing fucking things that aren't there, right there, and you're like, who are you? Get away from me. It's never happened to me, luckily, yet or so. But otherwise, I hope I don't meet a ghost, because it would probably traumatize me. And otherwise, whatever. But the lesser examples being like that sort of focus on like some stupid, small kind of thing. Living under other people's opinions and guidelines. That's a type of schizophrenia. That's a lesser schizophrenia. And I guess there just needs to be more words, or I need to learn more of the English language. But it would seem to me that schizophrenia has been used to denote all of these things. This society motherfucking enforces that, They enforce that, like, we care about their opinions. They enforce that we, like, bend over. They enforce Stockholm Syndrome. They enforce sadomasochism. They enforce sycophantism. schizophrenia, all these little sissies, all these bitch-made dudes who literally spent the last 5.5 years being such a problem to planet Earth that the definition of a man has become feminine. And that now a real man is like looked at as crazy because the last 5.5 years, any real opinion, it was just swiped off as crazy. Any real opinion, it was just censored off social media. Any real fucking opinion, it was, and so people have been getting soft. They've been getting cozy being wrong, and that has led them to becoming such problems to planet Earth that you can now classify them as Agent Smiths for sure. I feel like God, God can heal people and God can restore things, but like
everyone's gonna have to scroll down.
It's too trippy how much it comes back, like in my mind, to like the movie The Matrix and the trilogy. I don't know how they made that movie. It's too deep. It's too accurate. I know I'll never meet Morpheus or Neo and do karate in the dojo, but this shit's fucking real, man. And, you just gotta have fun out there. Just gotta have fun being spirit floating on a planet. Float, float, float. Skeety, skeety, skeety doo. Down the street. Bro, when you're walking, your legs are an approximation, fool. You're just moving. You're just fucking moving. Like your torso floats. It's like the magic, man. The magic. A fucking a microscopic little motherfucking virus. Bro, the only thing that can kill you is you giving out. I hope people know that. When you die, you gave out. You gave up the spirit. You gave up life. Like, not like life. Like when old people die, they go somewhere, But, really paints how much negative impact was almost deserved over the last 5 years of their safety policies, like literally giving themselves brain damage and organ failure while strapping a diaper to their face and never allowing themselves to cough or clear their throats for 5 fucking years straight. And that delusional projectionistic schizophrenia that took over. Bro, the censorship, man. Like, there's just gonna be from like now on for the rest of my life, I'm just gonna, in the middle of me saying whatever the fuck I'm saying, I'm just gonna snap. Censorship! 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 Censor me. Oh, you can't censor me in real life now, can you? Jog the fuck on. You don't like what I'm saying? Third grade. We're in 3rd grade, man. I'm telling the teacher. Living under other people's guidelines, bro. What are you doing? Are you gross? Ew. Living under other people's bullshit? You met some dude who had a problem with something you did like 10 years ago. You still not doing that yet? So I had a problem with you doing something in the past, so you stopped doing it? Like, what, one person and there's 500 people walk by minding their own business because they were capable of doing that? That shit, I should probably address the one. Don't get me wrong, folks. I know no one walks by minding their own fucking business nowadays. They're still out there. The 500 has become the one. This shows how much we took for granted in our past, though. It's just a perfect mechanism for God to just be slapping us in the face. Like, look at yourself, bro. Look at how all these things in your past, they were so awesome, and you were a part of such like a fragrant, vibrant, vigorous life that required so much from you, but you decided to coast more and stay away from that more requirement integrating thing, and the beautiful people you had in the past, the relationships, and these moments of things unfolding in certain ways. It was all so beautiful. And your past, and whether or not you saw it in the past, no matter how much you reflect on it, you never, get to the bottom of how, like satiating it was to the soul to have a reality around you like that was so full of these people that had these hilarious jokes that you were taking too personally, and etc. Gilgamesh. I that came to mind. I'm saying, God speak through me. Lord, take the wheel. But do take the wheel, Lord. What you got to say? God, speak through me. Say something, please. The audience, the 3 people who ever watch this, they need to hear it. The grass. High grass. Wind through leaves. Birds. You there too. Fishing, swimming. When Peter had this vision in the Bible, Peter, Simon, Saul, Peter, whatever the fuck it is, Simon, Peter, Simon, whatever. Yeah, Simon, Peter. He had this vision of this screen that came down, and it had like all these bugs and animals and wild beasts oozing out of it, and like rivers and just all this stuff, and the angel said, kill, slay. It said kill and eat. And that to me was like a confirmation of the stuff I've been learning from Bleach, and a refinement of my idea of the notion of when God said he gave man dominion, which I never took too much to my ego anyways, too much to the head. Nah, bro. Like, whenever I used to think about God giving dominion to us over the planet, I would think that means we're supposed to take care of these, like, that we get to decide the fate of the animals and everything on the planet. But if we want it to be the destruction of them, then we can't do that. We'll just be void of a world that has cool things in it. But my refined idea is that that God gave us the authority to subjugate our own reality, to be this force that is like an adult man, like a real man, like an adult, a real fucking adult, someone who, unlike Hitler, who just, went crazy, killed people, destroyed them. Unlike him, unlike people who did all that genocide fucking horseshit, to be a force that, like, permeates this reality with an imprint, that, like, be such a force of good that you revive people with how full of stuff good your fucking presence is. And everything that you do, the way to rise there is just to dive into the courage, dive into the motherfucking reality of courage, to by not planning the shit out, just jumping right on the fucking stage. You are jumping into the reality of courage in that moment. When you grab the mic, just keep that fucking energy going. Keep the energy going, and you will just be speaking this thing that I'm doing right now. Like, I'm not thinking. I'm not. I have thoughts every once in a while to, like, when I stop trying to figure out something to say, but, like, when I'm going, I am in the reality of courage and emanating for y'all just something that could be perceived as bewildering to certain types of people, but also to other people who would just be another man speaking and saying stuff. And it's important to denote that if you're able to perceive a, like, higher dimensional alignment, that you are, above the majority in terms of capability, or perception, and that's like capability. Like, you just got to mix in interaction and perception, like an octopus or something. Changes the color of its skin to communicate. Very intriguing. Visible communication, This guitarist I met one time in the streets, we almost formed a band. And he said this one thing, but we couldn't find a drummer, as usual. But don't limit yourself by a drummer. Just fucking be the drummer yourself. It just takes like 2 days of letting it out, trying to drum and not minding if you make fucking mistakes, to figure out, like, just, and not the whole time, just when you're inspired, to figure out that energy within, how to release, like, how to build up, how to psych yourself up. That's what you're doing. That's what you have to do in order to, like, be playing a good drum beat. You have to be psyching yourself up, not out. And I should have just said psyching yourself up, because even the drawing the contrast, it messes it up. Obviously, you shouldn't think of yourself as a bad singer. You don't put other people's conclusions on you, even if, like, you don't believe that you're a good singer. That doesn't mean that you can't be. Nothing is permanent like that. Everyone wants to be like, oh, he's a singer, he's not a singer. Bro, like, did anyone ever heard about practice? We talk about practice, man. Practice. We're talking about practice, man. I mean, we talk about practice, man. And, We talk about practice. We talk about practice, man. It's just, the truth will always emanate. You gotta, don't try to determine that you're a superior singer, a very good singer. Just, what was I gonna say? I'm losing it. The truth of what you are can be great. If you want to overestimate yourself and say that you're better than you are, you'll make it so that you stay more mediocre than great, which you could be if you just admit that you're kind of sucking right now and that you got to push yourself a little bit right now. And you could do that in a couple seconds of just now a little bit, you got a little bit more fucking oomph to what you're doing. And it's all about that oomph. Which is why it's important not to always try to calm yourself down or remove tension or anxiety or irritation inside yourself. Irritation, specifically irritation, will actually help you manifest as your greater self. Slight irritation. You get more to the point, like right away. You get, which causes you to deepen, you're not just talking about a stupid fucking story for 5 minutes. And here's the moral of the story. Do math. Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing to say. I agree with your how you re-narrated that pointless story into something even more meaningless. Good ass fucking smoothie, but you need a smoothie to survive these days, brother. If you ain't having 3 smoothies a day, you a hose. And you need to chill the fuck out and be a real man and drink a fucking smoothie. Biatch! As Alicia Long said, eat ice cream and do bicep curls, motherfucker. Just have fun with life and have fun doing everything that you do. If you don't, I wouldn't want to be you. Why would I do anything? Why would I fucking breathe if the next moment and forever on I was going to be having fun doing what I'm doing? Do you think I would do this if it wasn't fun internally for me to do this? It's exciting, man. Expanding the influence, saying more shit that will last there forever instead of having to repeat this shit all the fucking time. I've had to repeat my million more times than you have. It's been really fun, and I'm done times fucking repeating myself. I have to keep things new. And actually, my goal today was to sort of redo that live stream last time because it got totally fucked up, but I totally forget everything I talked about in that live stream, so. I know, you're judging me. It's okay. You'll figure out your own life and do something inspiring and worth doing. It's to you at some point in your life. Anyways, I think I'm ready to just start playing video games and probably just post this and see if it's all glitchy like the other one was, instead of wasting more time having another fucked up stream. Thanks, YouTube. I'll see you guys later. I'm having a great time. I'm having a really good time. Having like half of my live streams get fucked up, compromised, and taken down mainly because of one one little 5-second little bit thing that I said. It's something to do with the little thingers, the little cures, and how they made people kinda still. I don't even know if I'm still allowed to say that nowadays, but, explain!